Hi everyone, this is Bag of Dawn at StockMarketCaddy.com. It is December 2nd at 10:27 a.m. You're looking at a 5-minute chart of the YMZ. We do have a position on that was put on mechanically. We are mechanical traders, algorithmic traders. If you have an interest in that, feel free to give us a call anytime. We're into back testing, forward testing, and running systems. But I wanted to show you something, a little trick. This again, a 5-minute chart. If you're interested in trying to develop or foresee what the bias is of a given day on a given stock, a market, doesn't matter. It could be a futures contract, could be an individual stock, could be whatever. And this is what you do. You want to identify the candle, the 5-minute candle that closes at 10:35. In this instance, it is this candle, this big red candle. Okay? And what you want to do, and this just happens to be a big red candle, could have been a big green candle. You want to grab a horizontal line, and you want to put a horizontal line on the open. If it's down, if it's, you see it selling down here, and you're going to do this, you're going to draw this line. You can draw this line for that matter, and just leave it, a neutral color. But you're going to do something else. You then at 10:35, and we're at 10:30 right now. At 10:35, we're going to draw a box. But I can see that safely here at 10:30 that much of the action is down below the open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this line, I'm going to color it red. If much of the action was above, I'm going to change the weight so you can see it. If much of the action was above, I would probably change this to green. And now what I want to do is, it's 10:30, this is the 10:30 box right here. And I want to draw, or a 10:30 candle, I want to draw a box. So I'm going to go up here and get my rectangle. And I want to capture, see if I can do this here. I want to capture the open up here. See if I get my little triangle here. Here it is. And I want to come down. It's working on it. This is the 10:30 close right here. All right. And let me, let's see, I want the weight of this thing so you can see it. Okay. You see my little box here? This little blue area? What you do is, if the open is here and much of the action is below the open and finishes in the lower right hand box, chances are, the probability is that this particular market, this particular stock is going to be in a downtrend for the day. Now she may rally, and you want to leave this, she may rally back up to the open, which is actually a wonderful resistance point. Okay, but the trading for the first hour is telling us that this market is probably, it doesn't work all the time, but probably going to finish down. If it was the other way around, I'll just bring this down. If we had drawn the open and much of the action was up here, and we would draw the box up here, then we would say much of the day is probably going to be in an uptrend, and this would be a green line for support. So it's kind of a clever little way of, again, it doesn't work all the time, but of trying to determine the market bias or stock bias for the day. Give yourself a resistance point. Maybe we'll come back, or you can go to your own chart whenever you see this video and see how it plays out for us for today being December 2nd at 10:31. The other thing that I like that it does is you don't trade the first 5 minutes, which is never a good idea. Let the market open at least 5 minutes. Mark the open. And then I also like the fact that you're not trading for the first hour. So I think it's a lot of retail folks, have a tendency to trade in that first hour, and it might behoove them to be patient. You got plenty of time for things to develop during the day. Alrighty, so I'm Bag of Dawn at StockMarketCaddy.com. Just wanted to share that with all the traders. And again, if you're interested in systematic trading, algorithmic trading, feel free to give us a shout, drop us an email. And we also do some things. We provide video update on the markets every Sunday. We take a look Sunday night on the weekly and the monthly view, and then of course every morning we take a look with our systematic system at the markets as a whole, and we provide that to our private members. But in any case, I hope that's helpful. All right, best of luck.